guys, it's me Roja. I'm back with week 3 of Achieving the Impossible. Today's message is surround yourself with the right people. First type of people that you need to surround yourself with are good friends who celebrate you. So surrounding yourself with the right people basically means having good friends and then people in your life that you can learn from and look up to. Usually the people you look up to are the ones that you can learn from as well. However, having the right friends is a very touchy subject and it can be different for everybody. Pastor Stephen George from Texas once said to the congregation and to myself in a preaching, don't hang around with people who tolerate you. Hang around with those who celebrate you. I believe that's what his father told him, and he shared that with the congregation, and I took it to heart that day, and it made me very aware of how people treated me and the way that they spoke to me and whether or not they were actually present. So when you have good friends, you want to look for the qualities in a friend that will benefit you and actually will have the best intentions towards you. If a person is sitting there listening to what you have to say, the things that are happening in your life, and are actually doing the best they can to support you spiritually and emotionally, spending quality time with you and telling you when you're doing something wrong, that's a person you want to keep in your life. Someone who will course correct you to make sure that you don't end up going in the wrong path is someone you want to keep in your life as a good friend. Believe me, it's easier said than done to keep people like that in your life, because sometimes we can easily get offended. But you need to be able to take criticism, constructive criticism, well enough to accept friends who actually mean well in your life. Now, if it's a person who's sitting there just letting you blab on and just listening because they want to just hear a story, you probably don't want to even share information with them, because what can they really do with that information? It's before it turns into gossip, before your life story and the things that are important to you becomes just juicy gossip to them or just passive time to them, you want to make sure that you're not sharing too much information with a person who cannot really do anything for you. Of course, it's vice versa. You don't want to be that friend who's always taking and taking and taking from people but not giving back, both in time and support and encouragement and whatnot. But always be aware of the people that are just there to hang out, and once or twice you guys do fun things and then you're out, and then the ones who are really there, who make an impact in your life, who push you to go publish your book or to get that job that you want to get, to finish the degree that you want to finish, like those who want you to achieve your dreams and go forward in life. Make sure you keep those friends around. Surrounding yourself with people that you can learn from and look up to is also incredibly important, because if you don't have somebody to look up to, someone that has a skill set or something to offer that you don't already have, you're probably going to be stagnant and your achievements and success is probably going to plateau. There's a show called One Tree Hill that I used to watch. The father, Dan Scott, said to his son once, do you want to be the big fish in the small pond or the small fish in the big pond? Basically translates to, do you want to be the greatest player on a small team or an okay player on a really great team? I personally would always say I want to be on that great team, even if I'm just an okay player to start with. Because when you're surrounded by great talent, great performers, people with extremely good work ethic and skill sets, you're bound to learn something. But when you're surrounded by people who are below or on the same level as you, you're not going to learn much. So I'm not saying dump all your friends who don't have the skills that you want. That's not what friendship is about. But make sure you surround yourself with mentors who have something to offer, something to teach, something to show you. It's also important that in a work environment to not criticize or complain or belittle or be annoyed with people in authority or management positions, especially if you haven't really been in those positions before, because it takes a lot more responsibility to be there. However, instead of doing that, if you go in with an open mind, and an eye to see and the heart to learn, you will be able to pick up so many things from your managers and your VPs and whatnot than you ever thought possible, including little things like how to handle pressure and how to be emotionally stable when dealing with issues in the workplace, or little things that are considered either soft skills or whatnot that you would think that an individual would have on a regular basis on an ordinary day in an ordinary position. You probably won't see it often in a person who's at the same level as you would in a person in a higher level. So go with an open mind, find people in your life that you can look up to, that you can chase after, that you can, learn things from and absorb things from, and make sure that the company that you surround yourself with on a personal level is truly trustworthy, there for you, and has the best interest at heart for you. I hope this helps. I hope you do a little bit of decluttering in your circles. I'm not telling you to let go of any of your friends or kick anybody out of your life, but I'm saying know where to spend most of your time, right? And I hope this puts you on the path of going after your dreams and achieving the impossible. Come again and talk to you next week about perseverance and work ethic.